Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make at least $500 per day or more by using the Google search engine. So I'm very excited for this one. Before I really get into things, if this is the first video you're seeing on this channel, I talk primarily about affiliate marketing, how to really grow a business online, different ways of making money on the internet. If that is the thing that interests you and you want to learn more, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and tick the bell icon to be notified of all the new videos I post on this channel. So without further ado, let's get right into the strategy. So the very first thing that you will want to do is you will want to look for businesses inside of your local area. You could pretty much do this from anywhere, but I personally recommend, if you're just starting out, to look for businesses in your local area. So what you'll want to do is you will want to type in your city and state. So in my case, I'm from Kenosha, Wisconsin. That is where I'm currently from, but you could type in, whatever area that is you're from, whether it's New York, whether it's Massachusetts, whether it's, I don't know, anywhere pretty much, Florida, California, wherever you are watching this from. You want to type in your city and state, inside of the search right there. And then you want to search up for a local service-based business. This could be either a dentist, it could be a plumber, it could be a chiropractor, it could be a roofer, whatever the case may be. You want to look for a business inside of your local area. In my case, I'm going to use the example of a dentist. So dentist in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And I'm just going to search that up into the search right there. And here it's going to give me a list of businesses that are available inside of my local area. So different dentists that I could, of course, go to inside of, Kenosha, Wisconsin. So if I click on more places, I'm going to see a list of different businesses inside of my local area. And what you will want to do right here is you're going to want to look for businesses that do not have a website listed into Google. So in this case, it looks like most of these businesses right here, they have, different websites, built up. You could, of course, either call them up, or you could look through their website and request more information on, what they have to offer there. So I'm going to scroll down a bit, and I'm going to see if I can find a business or two that do not have a website. In this case, it looks like these two right here. Kyra Luigi DDS, I think is how you pronounce it. And then there's also Armstrong Todd A DDS. So these two right here do not have websites listed into Google. But what you could actually do is you could call up one of these businesses that, they don't have a website listed, and you could offer them to get a website, built for them. So a lot of these people, they are busy, with building their business, and they're not, they don't have, a lot of time to spend when it comes to building out a website for themselves, and they would much rather pay someone that is more, tech savvy in terms of getting a website built for their business. Now, you may be watching this video thinking, well, I've never built a website before. I don't have any experience with building websites. How would I go about it if I don't have experience building websites? Well, my personal recommendation is that, there's really two ways that you could really go about this. You could either go the option of going to a site like Fiverr.com, and you could maybe pay someone on here like anywhere from $50 to $100 to $200. Of course, you want to find someone that you feel could do a really good job, and you want to pick one person in particular. And then what you could do is you can call the business up, and you could say, hey, how's it going? I'm a local here inside of Kenosha, Wisconsin, or wherever it is you're from. I was looking at your business onto Google and noticed that you guys don't currently have a website built up. Would you like to have a website built, for your business, and that this way you can get more customers? And most of these business owners, they would be more than happy to pay you, $500 to, $1,000 to get a website built for their business. That this way, once they have this website built up, more customers will see what, they'll be able to, see more about, what their business is all about, how they could, of course, help them. And, a business having a website, it allows them to make a lot more money in the long term. So having a website nowadays is critically important if you are looking to build any sort of, business, whether it's online or offline. You definitely want to have some sort of online presence inside of Google where people can go to your website, they could see more about what it is that you have to offer. And this is ultimately what will allow you to, of course, get more sales inside of your business in the long term. It's really having a website. So a lot of these businesses, as I mentioned, they won't, necessarily be fully tech savvy. They may not have the time to really build out a website themselves, and they would much rather pay someone else like yourself to get a website built for them. And even if you don't exactly know how to really build a website, you could always, after you call them up and after, you collect the payment, you charge whatever, whether it's, $500, which is what I personally recommend starting with. But as you continue going along, you could eventually, up the price and say, maybe it's $1,000 per website as you continue calling different businesses. And once they pay you the amount, then you can go to a site like Fiverr.com and you could hire one of these people to create the website within, like a few hours. Like in this case, this one right here, Paul, says she'll pay, she'll get the website out within 4 hours, which is pretty good for, $50. And there's even other ones, I'll create a modern WordPress website design. So you could actually look through each of these different, gigs inside of Fiverr.com. You could look through the different templates that they have. You could look through the past work that they've done. And if you feel like they could do a really good job, you could hire them. You could pay them a part of the, sale that you made. And then you can get them to build out the website for you. You could then get that website back to the business owner. And then they, the freelancer on Fiverr gets paid. You get paid a part of the commission as well. And then the business owner gets a website that, of course, help them make more sales. So it's really a win-win in the long term. But the other way you could really go about this is if you want to actually build out the websites yourself and you want to collect the full commission, you could actually do so. You could actually go inside of, like Bluehost here, which is actually a hosting platform. And you could take time to learn about how to really build out websites yourself. And you may be thinking, well, websites, it sounds complicated. I'm not, fully, tech savvy. I've never done, created a website before. But guess what? I mean, even on YouTube, there's tons of free videos that will show you how to really build a website within like an hour or even less than that. If you, follow a specific like method, like if I go inside of YouTube and I search up, like how to build a WordPress website, I'll find plenty of different videos out there about, how to build a website right here. So like if I search up, how to build a WordPress website, just like that, you could search that up and you'll find tons of different videos that will show you how to really build a website fairly quickly. There was one that I watched right here, how to make a WordPress website in 30 minutes 2019, simple and fun. This video by James Steffard, I'm going to actually have it linked, like somewhere below if you want to check out that video. But this video tutorial literally shows you how to really build a very beautiful looking website within like 30 minutes or so, and you're pretty much following along exactly in his footsteps. He shows you how to really set up a domain and all that type of stuff. And it's a 30-minute video. You go through it, you implement as you're going along, and you could literally have an entire website built for one of these businesses within 30 minutes to an hour. And then you get paid, $500 or like $1,000, whatever it is that you're charging. I would personally recommend charging $500. You may be thinking, well, not everyone will of course want to, pay that amount. It may sound, expensive, but these are business owners that, they of course want to build their business. They want to make more money. And by having a website built into place, this is what's going to allow them to really make more money in the long term. So that is really what I recommend going for there, is not only, hiring people to build out the website for you, but you could also consider building the websites yourself, learning a bit about it, taking some time to, watch some free tutorials, learn about, how to really build up a website. And, with things like, WordPress nowadays, all these different plugins, it makes it a lot easier for you to build out a website. Building out a website was something that used to take months to build. And not only that, but it used to cost thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands of dollars to really build a website up. And it used to take a lot longer, but with, video tutorials with all these different, WordPress plugins and all that type of stuff, all these different, themes that you could download and just, put on the website. It's very easy to get a very great looking website, built up within like an hour or like 30 minutes or something like that. So that's what I really recommend doing yourself if you intend to really build a long-term business online. Especially if you're looking to build like a business through like affiliate marketing, you want to really build up your own brand. Having a website is definitely something that you will want to have in the long term anyway, as it will allow you to really be unique. You put your stake in the ground, and you are in the Google search engine. So it allows you to really look unique. You got your own brand built up, and building websites for other businesses is actually great practice anyways, because you can get some experience doing it, and then once you decide to start building up your website yourself, if you haven't done it already, then it's going to be much easier for you to actually do that once you have some experience and you've actually learned exactly how to build up, websites inside of, 4 different businesses. So that is really the entire strategy there. And to really take this a step further, every single website that is built up, in order for it to really be on the internet, every website needs to be hosted somewhere online. So there's different hosting platforms, but the one that I personally use is called Bluehost. That is like one of the more well-known ones. There's also HostGator, which is similar to that, but Bluehost is probably what I would recommend going with. You could get an account for Bluehost, a hosting account, and it literally will cost you like $4 a month or so, which is very, very inexpensive. And even one person that agrees to getting a website built for the business, you charge them $500 for it. That right there alone is enough to pretty much cover the cost there. So really, you are paying nothing out of pocket by doing this exact strategy here. And to take it a step further, if they want to host the website onto your hosting account, you could charge them a monthly fee for that. You could say, it will, to have it hosted onto my account here, it would cost you about $50 a month. If they agree to do that, then you get paid $50 every single month, pretty much on as a recurring basis, as for them to have the website built up. So that is really the entire strategy there. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, because it really does help the channel. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of this video and if you plan on actually taking action on this. If there is something that maybe I didn't mention that you have a question about, and you want to, there's something that you are a bit unsure of, you want to ask a question, definitely be sure to leave a comment down below, letting me know what it is that you want to know more about. I know in this I may have been talking a bit, fast, but that's really because I'm, really excited to share this actually. But if you have any questions at all, just feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. But otherwise, if you want to learn more about how to really build a business online, and you want something that will allow you to create passive income in the long term, something that will truly support you in the long term, the very first link in the description will get you access to my free training I put together. That is a free 4-day training, and that pretty much goes over how to really build a long-term business online through the concept of affiliate marketing. So this allows you to pretty much become unique, have your own brand built up, and allow you to pretty much live life on your own terms. So that is pretty much what that training goes over there. Definitely be sure to check that out if you haven't done so already. But otherwise, take care.